Good evening. I am on part 3 today in my book, The Kind of Leader We Need to Truly Make America Great with Liberty and Justice for All. Part 3 is Wisdom in Action. So I'm going to read that part and also the trait number 13. Oh, is it trait 13 or trait 14 is wisdom? Okay. So the disciplines that help leaders navigate complexity with clarity and grace. Leadership is not only about heart, it is also about judgment. When challenges arise and the path forward is unclear, what sets great leaders apart is not their charisma or their certainty, it is their wisdom. Wisdom allows a leader to pause, to discern, to choose not just what is good, but what is right in the moment. Wise leadership is thoughtful, not impulsive. It is reflective, not reactive. It asks hard questions before offering easy answers. It brings clarity to chaos and steadiness to a storm. And perhaps most importantly, it holds both truth and empathy in the same hand. That is definitely missing in a lot of places today with leaders, is holding truth and empathy in the same hand. In a noisy world filled with conflicting messages and constant urgency, wisdom gives leaders the ability to filter what matters most from what distracts. It enables them to make decisions that serve people well, not just in the moment, but in the long run. This section focuses on the traits that ground leadership in maturity and discernment. These are not flashy qualities, but they are essential ones. They shape how leaders listen, how they speak, and how they carry the weight of responsibility with grace. Because in the end, the impact of leadership is not just in the decisions we make, but in how and why we make them. Wise leadership is thoughtful and reflective. Here's a quote by an unknown person. In leadership, the real power lies not in control, but in wise counsel. Trait 14 is wisdom. Seeks understanding before reacting, discerns truth from noise. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. That's a quote from Aristotle. Wisdom is more than intelligence. It is the ability to see clearly, think deeply, and respond thoughtfully. A wise leader does not rush to conclusions or react impulsively. They pause, they listen, they ask questions. They seek to understand the whole story before offering a response. In an age of noise, speed, and surface-level thinking, wisdom cuts through the chaos. It separates fact from opinion, trend from truth, urgency from importance. It does not fall for every loud voice or popular idea. Instead, it looks beyond the moment to consider impact, principle, and long-term vision. Wise leaders are not know-it-alls. They are learners. They surround themselves with trusted voices, diverse perspectives, and humble counsel. They are not afraid to change course when new understanding arises, and they resist the temptation to lead from ego or emotion. Wise leaders bring steadiness in crisis and clarity in confusion. Wisdom is a leadership trait that cannot be faked and should never be rushed. It grows through time, experience, and humility. My reflection questions for us to think about today, all the leaders out there. First one is, when have you seen the value of slowing down to seek understanding before reacting? And the next question is, what habits help you gain wisdom instead of just information? How are you learning as you grow as a leader? Who do you turn to when you need wise perspective and guidance? Who are your go-to people that you can trust, that you can turn to for wise perspective and guidance? Think about those people that have those character traits and those leadership traits that you admire and really value. And are those the people that you turn to for wise perspective and guidance? Who we go to for guidance really matters. And another unknown quote, a wise person knows that there is something to be learned from everyone. Wise leaders are steady in a crisis and clear in times of confusion. There's lots of confusion out there today, so let's be clear and wise in times of confusion. Have a great day, and I'll come to you tomorrow with trait 15. Bye.